Rick's autobiography. This is my autobiography told in the third person. Rick had a calling while making infant incubators back in Mexico to make them yes, but for the human spirit. That is, start writing. Ricardo was born in Sabinas, Coahuila, Mexico on August 3, 1948, to Dr. Jesus Turullols-Bonilla and to Dra. Delia Bonilla Machado. He is the third of three siblings, all born in the same town. At the age of 3, they moved with his mother to the border town of Ciudad Acuña, Coahuila, just across from Del Rio, Texas, where his father eventually ended practicing. From his father's second marriage, he has 3 sister siblings, all born in Del Rio. He graduated from Del Rio High School, having attended Guadalupe and Sacred Heart Academies. For most of his early life, he lived at his mother's house in Ciudad Acuña while attending school in Del Rio. He is a UT Austin Tower shooting survivor, summer of '66. He earned his bachelor's in physics at UT Austin '70, his master's equivalent from Imperial College London '71. He did an incomplete master's in philosophy at the UNAM, and he has an MBA from the Ibero '05 from Mexico City. He taught science at the National Polytechnic '71 to '75, later going into business on his own, importing surplus medical devices, refurbishing them for resale. This eventually led him to make infant incubators until around '01. Rick had a calling while making infant incubators back in Mexico to make them, yes, but for the human spirit by putting it in writing. Since moving to Austin in early '02, he's taught and written 8 books, all self-published, found at Amazon. He taught science for Austin ISD at the ALC, at the Travis County Juvenile Facilities, and at Phoenix House. His writings have gone through the Socratic, Pythagorean, and Mosaic phases. His first 2 books, Friends of Dialogue and Dialogue of Friends, '05, are Socratic. On the other hand, Triads 12 is Pythagorean. However, his last 2 books, Pardecism and The Principle 16 and 18, are Mosaic. The 3 intermediate books, Dialogics, Universalization, and Reconstitution, are science teaching apps using triads. Unfortunately, he was never allowed to teach science using triads. He is presently writing one on Paradiseism to cover his activities in its entirety, and it should come out in ongoing ebook format in late '19. Rick was born and raised Catholic in a secular family environment. However, upon coming to Austin during his Mosaic phase, he became aware of his ancestral Sephardic and Usim heritage and has since converted to Reform Judaism. So then, having his calling crystallized into a message with a clear mission in sight, he retired from teaching on January the 22nd, 19. But overall, things do come at a price. He is divorced, has 4 daughters, lives in Austin, Texas, and part-time in Mexico City. Now, moving on. Rick lives in Austin, Texas, and is running independent for the U.S. Senate 2020 to resolve the crisis in America once and for all. He has a calling to serve, the message of Paradiseism to disseminate, and the mission of the recreation of civilization worldwide to realize. Éntrale a la bola, no seas canica. Jump in the role, don't be marble. Yours truly, Rick, and G.D. Bless.